So Highsnobiety is teaming up with PAQ to create this inaugural Best Dressed YouTuber Award. And just for full disclosure, I'm gonna read a little bit from the article. What they say is Streetwear's favorite YouTubers, which is debatable, but we'll let them continue. Streetwear's favorite YouTubers, Danny, Elias, Shaq, and Dexter, aka PAQ, have teamed up with Highsnobiety to announce the inaugural Best Dressed YouTuber Awards. The BDYs, as they call it in short, are PAQ's answer to the endless award shows on TV and will aim to bring attention to some of the steeziest content creators on the web. You never want to get caught saying steezy, but we're gonna go ahead and let that roll. Continuing. To make sure everything is completely transparent, Highsnobiety and PAQ are letting the audience play a big part in choosing the winners. 15 nominees have been selected by PAQ and split into 3 categories. The audience will then vote on which one YouTuber from each category advances to the final. Those 3 will be invited to Judgment Day, where they will present their best fits in front of a massive cast of judges, leaving one winner. Now, this is great exposure. This is amazing exposure for even some of these smaller YouTubers and content creators that they put on their list, because they didn't just pick some of the biggest guys. They picked 3 categories: lightweight category, middleweight category, and heavyweight category. Now, each category is actually based on the subscriber count of each of these individuals, right? So if they have like anywhere from 10 to maybe 30K, they're in the lightweight category. You see people like Go-Karts and Jacob Wallace in that list. You can actually check the actual article and they really talk about some of these different categories and you can look at it. You have in the middleweight category, you have Magnus Ronan, you have Jacob Starr, you have Harrison Neville, you have Kofi, aka the Unknown Vlogs. I'm pretty sure you guys know a lot about these people. And in the heavyweight category, you have Ricky Thompson, Richie Lee, Blazendary, and you have the Fung Brothers. The Fung Brothers are actually in that. So there is some people in there that you do know about. Now, noticeably missing from this list are maybe some main YouTubers that you know about, or some shows that you may know about, maybe some that you're watching right now. Not really sure, but you know what I mean. But to be completely honest and transparent, we really don't want to be in these kind of lists because it's really counterproductive to what we do here at The Casual. And we'll explain a little bit more about how this is a good thing for some of the smaller YouTubers, but really is not a good thing for the entire street fashion or streetwear world in large part. Now, there's a lot of respect that should be given to the guys at PAQ and Highsnobiety for putting this together. I mean, they put some lightweights in there, people who don't have that big of a following, and they put them in there, which means that they're watching a lot of you guys who are out there. Even with the smaller YouTube counts, they see you and they see what you're doing, and that is commendable. They're a part of a community, they're a part of a culture. But the other issue is putting people in the forefront that don't necessarily need to be in the forefront. And the reason why I say that is because now in street culture, the clothes have superseded the actual culture in and of itself. And that is not a place where I typically believe that streetwear or street fashion should be headed. Now, this must be said. The guys at PAQ are doing a wonderful job. They're some of the best content that you can watch on YouTube right now in regards to street fashion, streetwear content. It's just some of the best. Now, a lot of people will scoff at that. A lot of people will say, well, what about you guys? How do you feel about The Casual? You guys are pretty up there, we think. And to be honest with you, we don't have that type of operation. We just don't. They have superseded us in the quality corner. They have superseded us in just the kind of content that people are looking for. So you're gonna see a lot more people going towards the PAQ direction than they're going to the casual direction. And really, we don't occupy the space of hype or streetwear in its grittiness, in its raw form. We really subscribe to the culture of it. But an award show like what they're trying to present with Highsnobiety really lends itself to the fact that the culture has been superseded by the actual streetwear culture of clothes. And that's not a place where The Casual really sits. We really sit with the culture and how it really reflects itself through the clothing, and how you can take your own personal culture and really go beyond what the kind of cages, what the boxes of what streetwear basically tells you what's hot and what's not. But this award show does not do that. It basically shows that, hey, if you dress like these guys, you could be hot. Unless you come up with something on your own and we like it. And that's without hate. That's with saying that the guys at PAQ are doing a great job. But what you're saying is that people aren't allowed to be creative unless they do this. And so everybody's gonna follow those individuals. New YouTube content creators are gonna start following that type of style, that type of method. And it's really not gonna be them, it's gonna be a shell of them. They're not gonna feel good about what they're doing because they're really just playing off of what everybody else is doing. Oh, I gotta have money like Blazendary. I have to be eccentric like go-karts. I have to do these things in order to be popular. And that it's the same thing, it's the same problem with award shows. You're gonna run into that same problem. How can you judge somebody on something that they genuinely love doing and then saying and validating them and saying, hey man, your outfit is dope. Your outfit is dope. And everybody who dresses like you is probably gonna be dope too. It lends to this cult mentality that you have to dress a particular way. Everybody has to be similar. And that is not a place where I think that street fashion should be headed. Personally, I don't think that. That being said, it does highlight these content creators, and I cannot argue with that. Here's the great thing about it. Highsnobiety, PAQ are giving a voice to some of the smaller YouTubers out there with the lightweight and middleweight category and really pitting them against some of the bigger guys. And I like that. I like that idea. But the problem with it is that we're at a point in street fashion, in streetwear, where the culture that it comes from is not as important as the clothes. A person like me, Reggie Casual, will probably never be considered one of the best dressed YouTubers because the casual has always been built on the fact that you can do what you want to do. Just go deeper into the complexities of what it is that you do as a fashion head, and then it becomes familiar to those that know you. It becomes familiar to those that actually see what you're trying to do. And you really don't need validation to be called the best dressed YouTuber. Really what you need is just to be validated by yourself. You don't need an award show to tell you that. All in all, I got mixed feelings about it. On one end, I'm really happy that these guys are really taking streetwear and streetwear culture, the clothing culture, into a new stratosphere of information. On the other hand, I'm kind of like on the fence about how they're going about it. Saying somebody is best dressed is really not a healthy conversation. It really lends itself to criticism. It lends itself to the validity and the vitriol that is already prevalent in streetwear culture. And that's something that I myself have tried to stray away from, but I really want to hear from you. What do you think about Highsnobiety teaming up with PAQ to create this inaugural Best Dressed YouTuber award show in its capacity that it's in right now? Let us know what your thoughts are in the comments, but in the meantime, give a thumbs up if you like this video, but most importantly, keep it locked right here for all of your info on international street fashion and culture from Tokyo. It's your boy, and keep it casual. Yoroshiku onegai shimasu. And we out. I'll see you guys in a minute.